If you don't value time, you lose your value. Your generation will not even value you. Can I tell you something? You are where you are because of your response to time. You are where you are because of how well you are using your time. If you change today and you begin to maximize your time, it will begin to reflect in the qualities of your life. It will begin to reflect in the qualities that the world will see around you. So if you see a man that is being a blessing, he's not magical. There is something he's doing with his time. You get what I'm saying? For example, I can't start a discussion with someone and then I'm talking for 30 minutes for 1 hour and then we are just discussing other people. I don't do that kind of discussion. Why? My time is precious to me. There are many things that are not sinful that I don't do. If you come around me, you are likely to say that my life is boring. There are many things I don't do. Are you get what I'm saying? Why am I doing those things? Why am I not doing what I'm not doing? I'm not doing those things because I want to manage time. Are you there? One of the signs to show that you are going to be great in life, are you there, is that now you understand the importance of time. The Lord spoke to me some years ago. The Lord said, son, no matter how powerful a message may be, once it crosses the limit of time, it becomes boring. You get what I'm saying? What does that mean? Even the effectiveness of what you are called to do is tied to time. There are certain things that if you don't do now, it will no longer matter if you do it later. There's things like that. You there are certain ages, there are certain age that you attain in life that the things that looks beautiful now will no longer look beautiful. Are you there? That's the truth. There are certain things you will do now that the world will value. And if you do it at the age of 40, it no longer is no longer looking new to them. So you see what we call relevance is tied to time. So the question is, what are you doing with your time? You're on your phone playing games, and then the phone that is supposed to be a blessing to you has now become a big obstacle to you. Are you there? There are people that they are on more than I don't understand. I can't explain how that a human being will be on more than 7 social media handles. What are you doing there? It's all a waste of time. If the devil can waste your time, is he can waste your life. If he can waste your time, he can waste your values. Are you there? Everyone is is everyone has potentials, but not everyone will be relevant in life. It all boils down to what we are doing with our time. So the devil is going to ensure that he gives us many things that can waste our time. So you spend 1 hour on Facebook, you move from Facebook to WhatsApp, another 1 hour. Even if it's 30 minutes, you go to TikTok, another 30 minutes. Instagram, another 30 minutes. YouTube, another 30 minutes. Now, before you go around 8 different handles, that's about 4 hours. And the funniest part is, by the time you go back to where you started from, Facebook, you already have notifications there. So the devil is ready to keep you in that circle of, in that circle of vanity. And then before you know it, it's night already. Now you want to sleep. Why are you sleeping when you have not done anything? Sleep is not a blessing. Rest is not a blessing if you have not done any work. Those that should rest are those that have done something reasonable with their time. And one thing I want you to notice this: our ability to use time is what places us in our different classes. So some are poor, some are rich. There are some people who are currently poor who will soon become wealthy. And that wealth that will come to them, it will not be magical. It will be because of how well they have used their time. Currently, there are many things I do not have. Are you there? But I'm sure that as we grow, as we move on in life, it will be clear to everyone that, oh, God has blessed Pastor. And that blessing is not going to be magical. I know what I'm doing with my time. I know what I do in the secret. I know my commitment to God, my devotion to study, my commitment to the word, my addiction to reading. That one is hidden. You will not see that one. That one is not open to people. It's only when I come to teach that you just listen and you get blessed. But you don't know my secret life. You don't know my commitment to teaching. How that many times, how that I cannot, it is hard for me to go a day without listening to teachings. It's like I'm going to die. Are you there? How that I'll be listening to messages, I'll sleep off. And then I'll wake again, the thing is still playing. And then I'll be dreaming the message. It's until when I now open my eyes, I will not just go, oh, this is the message I'm even saying. Are you there? Those sacrifices are hidden. Are you there? But it is with time that you begin to see the fruit. One thing is, what people see is the fruit. They don't really see the seed. You are the one to nurture the seed in the secret. So when you nurture God's seed in the secret, the world will see the fruit visibly. So the fruit that the world sees in the open is the seed that God has sown in you secretly that you are nurturing in the secret. And everything boils to time. Everything boils down to time. Are you getting what I'm saying? How you handle time is how your generation will handle you. The theme for tonight's meeting is 24. 24. And in this teaching, we are going to be exploring the power of time. The power of time. I want us to note that, okay, before we go into the teaching, Father will bless you. Help us. Teach us. Open our eyes to see. In the name of Jesus. Thank you, Father. In Jesus' name, amen. I'd like you to know that this world is governed by time. We are in the world of time. You see, the main resource, the main treasure that God gave us, there is what we call natural resources, and there is another one I call universal resources. For me, time is a universal resources. It's beyond the natural resources because you can come to a particular place and you find gold there. So there are some mineral resources that you'll find in a particular country that is not in another country. So it differs. Are you getting what I'm saying? But when we talk about time, time is universal. So the only universal resources that we have is time. Time is a universal provision. Are you getting what I'm saying? So anyone that will do exploit in this life must learn how to work with time. You cannot look down on time and people will look up to you. It is not possible. Once you fail in your approach to time, you fail in life. Because life is ruled by time. So that's why you don't spend time with people. Don't hang around people that do not value time. Because even your life will not be valued to them. So if you want to test how valuable a man is, look at how important time is to the man. There are people that they don't care wasting your time. It doesn't mean anything to them. Beware of such people. The real currency is time. That's the truth. The Lord spoke to me many years ago. He said, son, a lazy man will rest after resting. He just finished sleeping now. He just woke from, thank God. And then just stand from the bed, go and cook, finish eating, and then he's back to the bed again. What are you doing? Yes, I want to rest. That's a lazy man. That's a lazy man. The difference between a lazy man and the one that is hardworking is how they use time. That's why one thing I will never do is to waste people's time. For those that have been coming to our Sunday meetings, you know that no matter how deep the teaching is, once I see that we are already moving or crossing the time, I stop immediately. When we say it is 3 to 6. Let's stick to time. Are you getting what I'm saying? And one of the ways to measure ministers is their disposition to time. How well are they handling time? A lot of people they'll be wasting people's time under the umbrella of when the Holy Spirit releases us. There's nothing like that. Let me share something with you. There was you remember this teaching we did on the group, and he died. It was it was an Easter teaching. Now initially the time on the flyer was I think 8 p.m. But when I began to sense what the Lord was doing in my spirit, I discovered that the teaching is going to be longer. The teaching was supposed to be, I think, 8 to 10 p.m. So when I sensed what God was doing within me, I knew that this teaching is going to be more than 2 hours. So I told them, I said, work on this flyer again. Don't put 8 p.m. again. Just put, I think, 8 a.m. And don't put closing time. Are you there? Why did I do that? I know that the teaching is going to be long. It is better to review the starting time, are you there, and just make it endless than to say it is 2 hours and now you are now using 3 hours. It means you don't respect time. Are you getting what I'm saying? Now this is it. Time is a universal resource. It's a universal gift that God has given to all. The real natural resources is time. That's the truth. You see, the real thing you need to work with to make to make a name for yourself is time. If you want to remain unforgettable in this life, you need to work with time. Handle time well. That's the virtue. You see, all this gold that we are, the things with petroleum underneath the soil, those ones are minor. The real thing that God gave us is time. If you know how to use time, you will live above, you will rule every other thing in this life. Check those that are making impact in life. They are men that use their time wisely. Are you getting what I'm saying? I cannot remember how. Now, I've been using my current phone for more than a year. I've never gone to where game is. Never. Not once. Never. This phone I'm using now is more than a year. I've never gone to where game is. Not once. What am I doing there? I don't have a business there. Are you getting what I'm saying? There are many things you say, because to me it's a waste of time. Are you there? And it's not because game is a sin. It's not because it's a sin. For some of us, you need to play game at least to relax. It's not a sin. You can do it. Are you there? But ensure that you manage your time. Ensure it's not taking your time. Are you getting what I'm saying? You can't see me watching. There are some things I don't want to say, so that you will not just begin to do it because I'm doing it. So that you not be living a boring life, like some people say that somebody came around me one time and said, "Sir, you are just so boring. You're not playing game, you're not watching movies, you are not, I don't know what you are doing, you are just there reading and reading. This is boring to me." Are you getting what I'm saying? But when you really want to manage time, the truth is you will look like a boring person. Because most of these things we call pleasure, they are stealers. They are stealing your time. Most of these things we call pleasure, they are the real enemy we need to deal with. Are you there? So you can talk for hours, but you cannot even study the Bible for 30 minutes. Are you there? When you are talking, you are cheerful, but when you are praying, you are feeling dizzy. You want to sleep. You can't even manage your time. You can't manage your time. You see, God can empower us. Are you there? But you see, the beauty of his empowerment will be revealed when we understand the usage of time. Can I tell you something? If I don't use my time well, I will never be a blessing to you. The reason I'm teaching and you are getting blessed is not because I'm a Christian. If you don't know, please know it now. There are many so-called Christians who are not blessing lives, who are not making any tangible impact. So it's not just because I'm saved. It's not just because I'm born again. There are many born again people who are just there walking up and down, not adding anything to life. Why am I making impact? Time, 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 time. When I see the way people handle time, sometimes I feel like crying. I feel like crying. Can I tell you something? The one that is managing time now may look like he is small. The one that is managing time now may look like he doesn't have money. But you see, the same time that he has been managing well will ensure that he becomes wealthy. There is a reward for every man that manages time well. There's a reward for them. There's a reward for such people. You cannot properly manage time and not make impact in life. It's not possible. It's not possible. This world is governed by time. So if you understand the rules of time, you rule your world. Those that rule their world, they rule with time. Are you there? What makes the tribe of Issachar to be different among the tribe of Israel was their understanding of times and seasons. There are times that I feel, there are times that I don't even talk to anybody. I'm in the house, I don't want to talk. I just want to be quiet. I can be very strange. You can be living in the same house with me, and then I can just tell you, please, tomorrow I'm not talking to anybody. If you want to talk to me, that you just discover that the next day I'm writing in the paper. It's not because I'm dumb. I just don't want to talk. That day I may say, okay, today I'm giving my voice to God. This voice will not talk to anybody. If you call me, you're on your own. I won't pick your call. If the only thing I can do is to text. Are you there? There are days like that. That even to talk will be those words. It will look like each word you are making is heavy. Whereas there are people that they are just talking like parrot. Can I tell you something? If you talk too much, you will lose so many things. That's it. Many people are empty because they cannot control their appetite for talking. Many ministers, you are invited to a place to minister, and then you are talking, laughing. By the time you get to the pulpit, you're already empty. Because the things that you are supposed to conserve, you are just there shouting anyhow. No self-control, nothing. You cannot manage people well if you have not learned how to manage time well. Yes. Time management first. What are you doing with your time? What are you doing with your time? How you handle your time is how you handle your life. Doesn't matter how precious you think your life is to you. If you don't value time, it's a sign that you don't even value your life. Can I tell you something? Greatness is not a prayer point. I'll be great. I'll be mighty in this life. I will never be poor. It does not respond to confessions. When you see men that are confessing greatness and they ended up being great, be wise. It's not about confession. The confession you hear from them is just their physical and audible declaration of faith. It's beyond confession, sir. You will confess and confess until you die in that state. There is something you must do with your time. Something. Something. Amen. One thing I have not bought, there are some things I don't want to share. Because if I say it now, oh my God, let me just tell you this. One thing I have not bought with my money is television. What am I doing with it? Nothing. Nothing. Will I see it and be watching? What am I watching there? What am I watching in the television? What am I watching? You are seated on the TV watching people making impact. You too, what are you doing with your life? When will they watch you? Are you getting what I'm saying? If God gives me a house today, except if they have already furnished the house with TV, the last thing I will think about is television. People will need to remind me. It's not even among the list. The first thing is, let's get a library, put books there, and then I will need to be reminded to put a television there. And then there are some of you, you are glued to TV. I can't imagine students who sometimes when I speak to students and I tell them, okay, do 10 hours reading, then some of them will say, sir, 10 hours reading, I will just die. It looks like you want to kill them. Why are you a student if you are not an addicted reader? I've trained students that they read for 10 hours, 13 hours, and they come and say, sir, I did 13 hours. I say, now you are just starting. That's not it. Use your time well. Are you there? Let me speak to students. Do you know that it is on seriousness for you to have a textbook and yet you have not read the textbook from the front page to the last page till you dropped it? Do you know that's on seriousness? That's the truth. There's a level of success you bring upon yourself when you are committed to reading. Nobody is dull. Nobody is dull. It's your inability to effectively make use of your time that is keeping you in the group of the dull. That is placing you among the dullard. You are not dull. The problem you have is that you are not using your time well. Yes, I know students, even this last jump, I was just resting today, and then by the time I picked my phone, I saw a message. A student dropped a message for me, and then he said he sent his score, his jump score to me. He had 260. I told him, I said, well, this is low. I believe you can do better than this, but let's just see how God will help you. But I know that this boy is very weak. So how did he even manage to have that 260? Of course, I did not celebrate the score because if I teach you, you know my standard is very high. If it is 400, for me, before I can say you are doing well, just know that out of 400, you have 399. Anything less than, if the total score is 400, anything below 390, I cannot say you have done well. That's my own standard. It's very high. Are you getting what I'm saying? But after I saw the message, I began to think. I knew that it was because of training, a lot of teachings, a lot of orientations that has been given to him. And he chose to believe those instructions, and look at what happened. Whereas there are a lot of brilliant students who are still there struggling with 220, 202, a lot of unreasonable scores. Can I tell you something? If you don't manage your time well, are you there? If you don't manage your time well, life will position you in a place of disadvantage. Yes. See, life can place you in a place. Don't wait until life positions you in a place. You make use of your time so that you can give yourself a space in life. Because if you allow life to position you, you may not like where life will place you. So how you find or create a space for yourself in life is by making use of your time. I'm a science student, but after I read my textbooks, chemistry back to back, physics back to back, biology back to back, are you there? I now begin to read. I read geography back to back. The next thing I did was I began to read art textbooks. Why? I just want to know everything concerning. I want to know something about everything. Are you there? I may not know everything, but at least I should know a part of certain things. So because you are a Christian now, it means you should be a known entity. Who is the president of your country? You don't know. Why? Because, well, I'm heavily conscious. I'm a child of God. I don't. And Oga, something is wrong with you. Are you there? When I see Christians acting lesser, lower than their standard, I don't even understand. I don't understand. Can I tell you something? One of our beloved brother, who he got admission, I think about 2 or 3 years ago, into a medical department, and then he sent his score to me. He had the CGPA. He had 4.9, I think 4.96. Are you there? He only needed just 0.4 to make 5.0 CGPA. That's the highest. And at that point, it was even the highest in the department. When he sent it to me, 4.96. When he sent it to me, and I looked at his grades, everything was A from the beginning to the end. I think just only one is B there. I told him, I said, this is a poor result. Where's the remaining 0.4? He said, sir, I'm going to work on it. I said, better. That's the kind of leader you need. Not these people that you have 200 over 400 and then they are celebrating you. What kind of celebration is that? You can't even come around me with that kind of thing. Are you getting what I'm saying? Even if what you have is 390 out of 400, are you there? Where's the remaining 10? You must challenge yourself. Are you there? Until you challenge yourself, you cannot bring out the best in yourself. And you see, this lazy attitude it will follow certain people to ministry. So they want to teach, they don't study. They don't study. When you see me teaching and you see me, talking about some historical things, anytime you see me teach and I'm referring to historical things in so year, the Pharisees, the things, I have studied. Are you getting what I'm saying? I have studied. Are you with me? What you use with your time will determine the level of impact you can make in life. What you do with your time will determine the level of contribution you can make in life. A time will come, life will ask for your contribution. If your contribution is low, life will place you among losers. Yes, there's a space for losers in life, and there's a space for winners in life. So your contributions to life is what determines your placement in life. The day life will come and ask you questions and you have nothing to offer, life will by itself place you among losers. And if life comes to you and you have something to offer, of course you know where you are going to. Make use of this divine investment, time, and stop wasting it. There are some people now who have no business going into relationship, but they are there. The relationship is not adding any value to you. You talk every day, but what you talk, you are just talking nonsense. There's no value in what you're saying. All you do is, have you eaten? You laugh like somebody that is not reasonable. You're just there, and then you cannot even read. You cannot study the Bible. Are you there? You are just wasting each other's time. Can I tell you something? When you begin to mismanage time, your orientation, the problem you have is orientation. And when you stay long in error, your orientation will change to the wrong thing. So you begin to see people say things like, well, I cannot be, if I'm in a relationship, whoever I'm in relationship with, at least they must call me more than 7 times a day. That's to show that they love me. Can I tell you something? That thing you are saying is a proof that you do not really understand how to use your time. When you are really busy with purpose, you know that calling you 7 times, 10 times is not necessary. It will be, there's a level of call you can give to me now that I will call you and rebuke you and say, don't do it again. I get what I'm saying. If I see your missed call, you call me more than 3 times, I'm going to call you and rebuke you because that is wrong. If you call a person once, that's okay. I can't call. If I call you and it goes through once, I'm not calling you again. When you come there and you see my missed call, you call me back. If you feel I'm a valuable person to you. But there are people, they keep calling. They are just there pressing and pressing in their mind. I will call today till the person answers me. It's a sign that you are not doing anything reasonable with your time. My time is so precious to me. Are you there? You see, there are little things that we do. We think it doesn't count. We want to cover everything with spirituality. It won't work that way. It won't work. Christianity is not an admission into the school of poverty. So if you are a Christian and you are poor, it's not God that made you poor. It's because you are mismanaging your time. Can you stop all this pleasure, all these things that is taking away your time, and start using some? See, when you begin to use your time well, it will look like everything is boring, but continue. That's where the value is. You need to deny yourself of certain pleasures. Are you getting what I'm saying? You can't see me in parties. What am I going to do there? There are some of you now, even the parties you are not invited to, you just go there and then they say, why are you going? You say, well, the person is a Christian now. We are one in Christ. You are not serious. Even if you invite me to a party, you will need to pray for me to come there. I remember some years ago, I was invited to a wedding. I was thinking, before I go there, I was thinking, will I just get there and sit on the table because I know I won't even eat there? So will I just sit there and be watching? I told myself I can't be wasting my time, but I have to go. So I went there with a book. So while I was sitting on the table and then they were doing all the dances, I just sat there, opened the book, and I was reading. Why? I was using that. To me, that reading there is a way of making use of my time. I can't just sit there and be watching. No, I can't waste my time. The reason some of you could engage in a lot of discussions that are not relevant is because your time is not valuable to you. I don't even have time to discuss other people. Hey, do you see what this sister is doing? What of this brother that is? I don't have that time. It's a waste of time. Instead of discussing other people, that 20 minutes, that 20 minutes, I know what I will gain if I sit with the scriptures. Yes. God is not to be blamed. Yes. If you are rich, it is your ability to manage time that made it so. If you are poor, it is your mismanagement of time that made it so. You don't have to sweat to be wealthy. Sweating does not necessarily qualify for wealth. Are you there? Just understand time. Look at this. Do you know that knowing what God wants you to do alone is not enough? You need to understand how to flow with time. Are you there? To be able to maximize that thing. Otherwise, oh my God. Do you know that there's okay, let me give you an example. Some years ago, I think about 2 or 3 years ago, I have this old woman. She's a child of God. And then she believes in me as a minister. So she used to, sometimes she will call all her children and then she will invite me. I'll pray with them. I'll preach. She will cook. It will be like a get together. Are you there? So I'll come pray with them, sometimes I'll pray for each of the children one after the other. This woman is very old. Are you there? And then most of our children are even older than I do. So I'll come preach, pray for all their children. Are you there? Then they will cook, they will serve food, but for me, they will just dish my food and you understand, just pack it. And now, what did I want to bring out? After some time, because this woman loves God and she's on fire for God. After some time, she called me to tell me that she had released a song. Are you there? And then she wants to try to market it, asking how she can open, YouTube channel, Facebook, and the likes. So I think I recommended someone to her who can help her in that thing. So I think maybe she sent me the diskette or she sent me the song. I just know one way or the other, I got to listen to the song, a part of the song, because I think it's actually a track. So maybe one of the songs there. So when I listened to the song, I discovered that this old woman had potential. But you see, that song, when I listened, I already knew that this song will not go far. Of course, I cannot say bad things to people. But when I listened to it, I knew this cannot go far. And the reason the song will not go far is because though the song is good, but the time is now late. If she had done that as a teenager, as a youth, the song will have traveled. But now, there are some styles that she's putting into that thing that will not make it go far. Nobody will listen to that song. Are you there? I'm saying that, can I tell you something? For every age you attain in life, there are certain opportunities that will open up to you. If you misuse it, it will tell on your future. I tell you the truth. You see, this period you are busy showing your face, posting your pictures online, dancing, and then acting like somebody that is not serious. This time you are wasting now, you will pay the price later. Yes. I know you think that the sign that you are a beautiful sister is that brothers are rushing you, and then you are there. You think it's about your beauty. If you waste this season, it will tell on your future. Can I tell you something? Whether you maximize seasons or not, this is what happens. Season comes and goes. So when a season comes, If you don't maximize it, the season will close and another season will open. If you don't maximize that one, that season will go and another season will open again. Every season comes with their opportunities to make us great. Are you getting what I'm saying? But you see, how well you use the previous seasons is what determines who you will be in the next season. Is what determines where you will be placed in the next season. So many of us, we have misused a lot of seasons in our lives. So even when the season for our announcement now comes, we lack content. We lack content. Some of you now, God has strategically positioned you in this ministry. Somehow you just find yourself in this group. You see teachings going on every day, but you are looking away from it. A time will come, a season will come that you will need to speak to a generation. You see, all this your gaps, this your laziness, you don't want to follow teachings, and you are too busy, you are tired. All this your laziness will tell later. Because in that day, when you'll be given an opportunity to talk to a generation, you may not have content. And not because God did not provide words, it's because you did not pay attention to those words. When the Lord stirred me up this year, from January, to begin to teach every day, I know that it is for the preparation of a particular season. Only those that are aligned will maximize it. It's a window. After a year, after 2 years, I don't know for how long I will do the teaching. After some time, that window may close. But those that did not make use of the window, it will tell on them. It will tell on them. Can I tell you something? I am not a Superman. If I'm doing anything that is blessing you, it's because of how I handle time. That's the truth. I went to public school. When I left primary school, I also enrolled for another public secondary school. There was nothing beautiful in my school. My school, if you come to my school, you don't even know the difference between the window and the door, because the window is looking like the door. So when you want to enter into my class, you can pass through anywhere. The window is the door is the window. So everything is looking like doors, but yet there are windows there. Every morning when you come to my class, you see goats messing everywhere. So you have to sweep away their physics. The stench alone will disturb you in the class. That's where I stay to write. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yes. My teachers looked at me and they called me average students. Average students. Are you there? I just told myself that no, I can't do it. I was brilliant, yet I don't know where they came with their analysis. Average students. Are you there? When I did my WAEC exam, let me tell you this today. If I tell you my WAEC result now, many of you will not believe. When I did my WAEC result, I had only 5 C's. 5 C's. Everything is nonsense grade. Just 5 C's. 1 C in English, 1 C in math, C in biology, C in physics, and C in Yoruba. What even helped me to make that 5th C was Yoruba. That was the rugged result that I used to manage to gain admission. When I did my JAMB, I had 175. You see how poor it is. But if you look at me now, by the virtue of the knowledge I have acquired, you can never trace me to that result. I'm no longer looking like it. Why? That's improvement. Some of you have a very good result, but you are no longer looking like that good result because you have now gone lower than the result. That's not how your life is supposed to be. It's supposed to be from glory to glory. So if you graduate with a poor result from secondary school, by the time you move to institution, you should no longer be looking like that thing. When I gain admission and I finish, even from the first lecture I took in school, I began to teach people. Are you there? I began to teach people. That was the boy that had just 5 C's. The same person that had 5 C's now have trained students that had more than 300 in JAMB. Are you there? I've trained students that sat for WAEC without cheating, and they had A1 in math, A in all those hard subjects. I've done that before many times. I've trained students that we have A all through, and they'll be repeating it every term. First term, A parallel, second term, A parallel, third term, A parallel, and they continue that for years. I've trained students like that. Whereas my result is not looking like my current reality. That's how it's supposed to be. Are you there? I came from a very humble background, very humble home. There's no money. Even when I'm going to school in the morning, some of you goes to school and then they give you money for food. I don't collect those things. It's not like I won't collect. There is no money. Are you there? Even to eat, the plan is just eat in the morning and then till you come in the evening or afternoon, there's no food. There's no money. And even that one food that I will eat in the morning, sometimes is not even available. So I will have to go to school on empty stomach. Are you there? Till I return in the afternoon. And sometimes when I'm even going in the afternoon, I'm praying in my heart that, Lord, please, even if it is a cup of garri, let me meet at home. And then by the time you get home, sometimes all you meet is story. I did not, because of that, begin to move with bad gangs or now start wasting my time. Why am I telling you all this? You don't have excuse to be small. You don't have excuse. By the grace of God, I so much worked on myself that when I began to speak, I remember we went for one program, I was speaking there. People began to attach me to things that I never knew anything about. Said, are you from this place? I said, no. You speak like one of, I said, I'm not there. Why? I have so much built myself, and I've not stopped. I'm still, there's no day. Can I tell you something? There is no day that I don't engage in something that will add value to me. Not one day. I know the numbers of hours I have spent on listening to messages today. I know. Even just today, just this today, I was listening to a teaching, I slept off. That thing used to happen to me virtually every time. You think I just come to teach and then, no, I also listen too. I'm not only a talker, I'm also a listener. Because if all you are doing is talking and you are not listening, you will soon fade off. What are you doing with your time? There are many lights that will soon go dim because they don't even understand how to make use of their time. I have potentials, it's not enough. Do you know how to handle time? If you don't know how to handle time, life will rough handle you. Life will handle you like a criminal if you don't know how to use time. There are many celebrities who are not being celebrated because they fail to understand the usage of time. Time is not for pleasure. Stop wasting it. If all you do on daily basis is pleasure, you are wasting your time. Sometimes you need to hold your phone like this and put it somewhere and tell yourself, I'm not going to touch this. I'm not going to do anything on this phone till the next 5 hours. Discipline yourself. Discipline yourself. Anything you have that you cannot control will control you. Some of you cannot go 1 hour without touching your phone. It's like an addiction. It's like you will die. Something is wrong with you. Because you see, if you continue that lifestyle, you will just live life like a snake passing through the rock. You will not make any impact. Can I tell you something? As good as technology is, it can become a weapon for destruction if you don't know how to maximize time. If you don't know how to use time, there is nothing you will be able to use effectively. Even if good things comes to you, you will still misuse it. Why? Because you don't know how to use time. And you get what I'm saying? You don't know how to use time. You don't know how to use time. You see people online, you see what people do? Wasting their time. Many of you now, so-called Christians, you will stay on TikTok for hours watching somebody is dancing. What are you getting from it? You know, before I don't know how, this is the way I think. I think one of the things that differentiates those that are making impact and those that are just living life anyhow is the way they think. There's a thinking pattern God will give you. There's a mentality you need to sustain for your greatness to become a reality. There's a mentality you need to sustain for your greatness to become a reality. Can I tell you something? Now I don't have the money. I don't have the property. But you see, I'm very sure one thing, the Lord came to me one day and he said, son, one thing is sure, you will be great. And I know it. I believe it. One thing that is sure is greatness. I may not be there now, but I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing with my time. Greatness is not, it doesn't respond to prophecy. It responds to proper management of time. If you really understand the usage of time, it's not everywhere you will be found. Some people are so unreasonable that sometimes they just go on a journey. You ask them, where are you going? No, I'm not going. I'm just strolling. They are always strolling. If you see me moving around in the night, I'm doing prayer work. I just want everything I'm doing must be tied to a particular value. Everything I'm doing. Some of these, my precious brothers and my precious sisters, some of them, if you check our chat, some of them I've never even dropped a message for them once. Because if I message you, I'm doing it for a specific reason. I don't talk to people carelessly. How are you? Have you eaten? I don't do it. I don't do it. Are you there? When you begin to manage time properly, you will discover that it will be easy for you to set boundaries. There are many of you can't set boundaries because you don't know how to manage time. No. I thank God for how He has helped me. I thank God for how He has helped me. When I come to a place and I see people saying things that are not relevant, I just stylishly leave the place. You can't find me in the midst of people gossiping. Never. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Can I tell you something? If you become a minister when you don't know how to use your time, it will reflect in your ministrations. That's why you see ministers who will stand on their pulpits talking about another man of God in another place. They have not even finished preaching the Bible. They are now preaching people. You know what? The problem is time management. That thing followed them to ministry. And that's what will destroy them. Auntie, use your time well. As young as you are now, start using your time properly and make the best out of the resources that God has given to you. The Lord opened my eyes to say something some years ago, and it really pained me. The Lord said, I think last year or last 2 years, my eyes was open. I discovered that most people at old age, there's this common thing that happens to people at old age. They feel lonely. And then I began to wonder, why is it that most old people used to suffer from loneliness? And then one of the things I saw is that what happens at old age, when you see an old man feeling lonely, always lonely, then it boils down to what they did while they were young. There are men that even when they are 90, people will still be around them. You know why? They made impact with their lives. It's not every old people that will be lonely. Yes. You can't spend your life impacting lives and be lonely. No. In that time when you are old, those people you have impacted, they will surround you like walls. They will surround you like walls. Your old age will look like your impact now that you are young. The kind of impact you are making now that you are young will define how your old age will be like. Have you not seen old people that still have a lot of people around them? Check what they did while they were young. They maximized their time. Beauty is vain. If all you do is you just look at the mirror, you saw your face, and then you are blushing, you better stop that nonsense. You better stop it. You better stop it. Those people who are telling you you are beautiful, you are this. Now, what I'm doing tonight is, this is not really preaching. I'm just speaking to you as a father. Because I want some things to change in you. Don't let anybody deceive you. You are beautiful, you are handsome. Who does it help? How does that help you to fulfill purpose? How does it help you to fulfill purpose? When you begin to waste your time, when you begin to misuse time, are you there? It will affect you. Because you begin to carry certain burdens that you should not carry before the right time. Yes. The reason some of you feel that the only thing you need now in your life is a relationship is because you have not yet learned how to handle time. Adam was busy managing time, busy in purpose. It was God that took it upon himself. It was God that said it is not good for this man to be alone. Are you there? So it means that a man can be so busy making use of time that God will come and say, no, it is not good for my daughter to be alone. Are you there? God will come and say, it is not good for Pastor Salem to be alone. Okay, let me give him. It's God that will say it. You need to be too busy with your purpose. Be so busy managing time. It's very important. Time is an asset. Use it well. To be an asset, you need to make use of this asset called time. Not everybody will be celebrated. Yes. Everybody desires greatness, but not everybody will be great. Everybody will want to be on top, but not everybody will be on top. Many of those who desire to be on top will be below. Can I tell you something? I'm sharing my secret with you today. I'm a man that does not joke with time. Ask those people that are close to me. Oh, I play with people. We laugh, but I don't joke with my time. Every night I used to think, I would just flash back. What did I do in the day? And then sometimes when I discover that maybe I spent too much time resting, I feel bad. I feel like I've robbed myself. How will I live throughout the day? And I cannot point to things that I've done. So when I live through the day, I live with a consciousness of, I'm going to check what I've done today. So I need to be careful of everything I engage myself in to be sure that I have properly invested in my day. We are the leaders of tomorrow. We are the leaders of tomorrow. That's what we are singing. The young people I'm seeing now, they are not acting like the leaders of tomorrow. Because you see them busy living a flashy life, they are even eating, they are snapping it and putting it online. Those are not leaders of tomorrow. Don't you know that success is behavioral? There's a behavior. Are you there that shows that you'll be successful? It's not in confession, it's behavioral. Anything you don't behave, you don't become. If you want to be great, behave like it. It must reflect in your behavior, otherwise you won't become it. I know that my tomorrow will be great. I know that my tomorrow will be great. What is your tomorrow? I have a bright future. What is your future? Don't you know that every tomorrow, are you there? What we call tomorrow is a today. What you call tomorrow is a today in another day. That's it. So there's actually nothing called tomorrow because every tomorrow is a day. So what you call tomorrow is a today in another day. And there's nothing like my future. What is future? Future is not the day to come. Future is now. Future is now. Future is not an accident. The seed you sow today is what becomes what you see in your tomorrow. So your seed is what you see. There's a way you will live your life today, now, and you will die tomorrow. There's a way you will live your life today, now, and by tomorrow, police will be looking for you to arrest you. So the things we do on a daily basis, they are the seed for the next day. So the future is not to come, it's now. It is now. Leaders of tomorrow must be leaders of today. You want to lead the people, are you leading yourself well? You don't even have self-discipline, yet you are saying leaders of tomorrow. The devil has deceived us. But I've come by the Spirit of God tonight to open our eyes. Are you there? There's a higher life. There's a higher life. Can I tell you something? Ability to deny pleasure is what empowers you to resist pressure. And if you can resist pressure, you will build stamina to stand in the time of trouble. Always wanting pleasure. You want pleasure. You want pleasure. That your desire for pleasure is what will keep you below. Others will be above, but you'll be below because you want pleasure. You can't deny yourself of certain things. There are certain things you will not do, not because it is wrong, but because you want to deny yourself. I so much deny myself to the point that there are even some things, that even some drinks that I have stopped taking. And there are still more that some of the I will still, there are still more I will say, no, I'm not taking. We went to visit one of our mommies one time, and she brought Coke, all these carbonated drinks. And then the brother that followed me, I said, oh, no, you can take Coke. And then the woman looked at me and said, what of you? I said, no, I don't take this. She said, you are still young now. You born the thing. I said, thank you, ma. I'm not taking this. Are you there? Build yourself. Discipline yourself. Are you there? If everything you are not doing are sinful things, it can be a sign that you are not even disciplined enough. There are many things that they are not sinful, yet I'm not doing them. You need to begin to discipline yourself. To lead others, first lead yourself. If God cannot trust you with yourself, He will not trust you with others. Do you think it is easy for God to trust a man with both male and female? Do you think it is easy? You want to lead others, male and female, and yet God cannot even trust you with your own life. You are not leading yourself well, yet you want to lead others. Time is an asset. Time is an asset. Can I tell you something? It is 24 hours everywhere. It is 24 hours everywhere. That means God gave this asset equally to everyone. In America, it's 24 hours. In UK, it is 24 hours. In Nigeria, it's 24 hours. So it is equal. But yet, if we use it well, are you there? We will enjoy life. If we use it well, we will make impact. Though the time is equal, but we are not all equal. Yes, the time may be equal, the hours may be equal, but we are not all equal. That's it. How well we use our time will determine how much impact we can make. Some years ago, I think I was in my maybe early 20s. I was talking, and then elders were seated listening. Even a professor was there. He was listening. When I finished the administration, I think the professor even came to me and he was like, oh, you did well. And he was so blessed. I was just a young boy, maybe 20, 21 at that time. Maybe at most 22 at that time. I was very young. Maybe about a few years ago. What led to that? Values. Values. Well, I'm still a young, I'm just 15. Jesus was 12 when he was preaching in the temple. The elders listened to him at the age of 12. Can I tell you something? If you are more than 12 years old and you are not making impact, you are wasting your life. You better believe what I'm saying now. For some of you, tonight is going to be your turning point. If you are more than 12 years old and you are not yet doing definite things that is pointing to impact, you are wasting. If you are more than 12 years old and then nobody can point to you and say, okay, this person blessed me. I'm standing in Christ because of this person. I'm doing the right thing because of this person. You are wasting away. I know the devil has deceived us. We think we need to grow old. No, you can start now. There are old fools. Yes. That you have grown old does not mean you are wise. What defines wisdom is how well you use your time. So if you are not using your time well and you grow old, whosoever comes to you for counsel, we get foolishness at the end of the day. Because age itself does not necessarily qualify for wisdom. It is your investment in the school of wisdom that makes you wise. So you may be counting in age, but because you are not investing in the school of wisdom, you will not be wise. So that's why there are old men that spit out foolishness when you go to them for counsel. You know that this is foolishness, but you are even shocked. And they say, man, this is an elderly man. I thought I would get something. They did not invest in wisdom. All these teachings you are seeing now, that you are seeing, it's not ordinary that you see, you see Pastor Salem teaching every morning. You better take advantage of it. Some of you know the way to the YouTube channel. You won't go there to listen to messages. You won't even invite your friends. You are just there. Invest in your time. Invest in the school of wisdom so that you'll be wise. I call you blessed in the name of Jesus. God bless you.